Yo guys, it's Slyroh. You already know that today I am bringing you the Week 7 match against Schady and the Bayern Munich. This is a interesting match. This isn't a do or die match, and I've been doing a lot of thinking about this match. So we're going to give it our best. If you guys, want to see the team that we're bringing, make sure you check out the team analysis that went up yesterday. I'll go over quickly what I'm bringing when we get to it. But yeah, so this is... I really want to beat Schady just because it's Schady, but this isn't a do or die win. If we lose this match, we're still okay for the rest of the season. We can get a win elsewhere, because Shady's team is really annoying, and I'm kind of going in expecting to get screwed over somehow, just because he has a lot of stuff on his team that can give him hacks in his favor. But yeah, we're just gonna get right into the battle, and do our thing. Make sure my team is everything that it needs to be. I'm bringing two Scarfers, Kirim and Lantern. I'm bringing physically defensive Tangela, specially defensive Kecleon, choice banded Iron Fist Conkeldurr, and my specially defensive Meloetta. So it's time to see what he's bringing. Alright, so I see a Togekiss, I see a Manaphy, I see a Delphox, I see a Registeel, and a Shaman. I do not see a Golurk. That's cool. I also see no Mega Aerodactyl. So Tangela is not going to be putting in the most amount of work this week, as well as Salamence did not show up. So he did bring Skuntank. Interesting, honestly, that's very interesting. And he did indeed bring Registeel. So, what do I actually want to lead off with? I could lead off with Lantern because he doesn't have a Volt Switch stop. I could lead off with Kecleon because he doesn't... Actually, Kecleon, I can get Stealth Rocks up right away. Yeah, I can get Stealth Rocks up right away because he doesn't have a Mega Aerodactyl or Golurk to threaten me out. There's very few things that he'll actually threaten me out with. So I think I want to start with Kecleon. Tangela can still come in on the Registeel and do annoying shenanigans. So that's what we're going to do. But alright, so this is an interesting team. Delphox is going to be a huge issue. We're going to have to play around. But, now that Tangela is more... I can be a little bit more reckless with Tangela. Alright, so there's the Shaman, which is perfectly fine. I know that we can deal with Seed Flares pretty easily. So I could actually set up a Trick Room right now. Would that make sense? I don't think that would make sense. I'm just gonna set up rocks. I'm just gonna go straight for the rocks, and maybe we can try and judge what type of Shaman this is. I'm gonna hope. So I don't actually know. Alright, so he's gonna go for Seed Flare and he's gonna miss, so we're not even gonna get to scout what he is. That sucks. Alright, well, now we're gonna switch into Kirim, because Kirim can eat up a Seed Flare really easily. So, which is fine. Let's go ahead and see if we can figure out what kind of thing this is. Okay, he hits this one. So let's see. That did 143. That did 33%. That is actually in the range for a Timid Specs. Oh wait, did he just lose health? Never mind, that's Modest. Okay, or that's Life Orb. Alright, so know that he's Modest Life Orb. Let me just double check. Okay. Yep, that is Modest. That's Modest Life Orb. And I think, let's see, so I'm gonna outspeed because I'm Scarfed. But I need to be guaranteed that I could OHKO him. And I don't know if I am. I'm max special attack Modest as well. And an Ice Beam will not quite take him out. Actually, it's a roll. If he's max HP. Which, I don't know if he's max HP. And... I think I think I'm going to go for an Ice Beam. Obviously, I'm going to show that I'm Scarfed. And he's going to withdraw probably into Manaphy. Would make sense. He's just going to go into Ready Steel. Okay. So now, I switch into Conkeldurr. I think now is going to be the time he gets up rocks. No, are you kidding me? I'm going to hope that he thaws out, because this is already starting to be pretty hacksy. Missing a Seed Flare 1 out of 2 isn't the biggest deal, but if he doesn't thaw out really quickly, that's not okay. I don't want this to be an unnecessarily hacksy battle. Like I said in the team builder, I mean, he has ways to flinch me. He didn't bring Goaler, so we don't need to worry about Dynamic Punch Confusion, which is good, because I almost brought, like, you know, stupid sets just to counter that situation. But yeah, so we're going to switch out. I think he's just going to try and thaw out. I mean, he should. Oh my gosh, it's Frozen Solid. It's really stupid. But he has leftovers, which is fine. That means that he isn't going to be a Choppleberry. Ooh. Ooh. I could fire off a really big hit right now. Whereas only switch-in would be Togekiss. If I go for a Drain Punch right now, his only switch-in is Togekiss. Let me just see. 'Cause he isn't quite at full health. Because this would mean, I'm assuming that he was trying to get up his rocks, and if he's not able to get up his rocks, then that could actually really impact the battle. So if he's physically defensive, we're not going to take him out here. I could also just go for our knockoff. In case he switches, but honestly, he might be predicting me to over-predict. I'm just going to go for a Drain Punch. If he brings in Togekiss, I have a switch, and if he brings in anything else, he takes a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Evergreen is the Shaman. This might live? Are you kidding me? Oh. Wow. Wow, that just lived. Seed Flare does entirely too much to Conkeldurr. So I'm actually going to make the switch into Meloetta, I think. I'm going to make the switch into Meloetta. Yeah, he's probably wondering why that did so much damage. Again, we have to just know that Schady is a pretty smart player. So, we'll see. Did he just go into Togekiss? Ooh, this is a good switch on our part. And now we go for a Charge Beam. We're going to find out if this Togekiss is offensive or defensive. If we outspeed, it's defensive. If it outspeeds, it's offensive. So, let's go ahead and Charge Beam and see what happens. He also doesn't have Golurk, so he can't even, like, take Charge Beams. Oh, he's going to withdraw, so now we don't know. Dang. Okay. So there's a Skuntank. That also... I mean, Skuntank, I feel like that's still a free switch into Conkeldurr now. Skuntank. Yeah, I think... he could Pursuit Trap this Meloetta. But I think... Actually, before I get the calc off the screen, I want to know how much an Ice Punch would actually do. Okay, that would do a lot to a Skuntank. Alright, so let me bring up Meloetta. He's not going to, like, take me out or anything, really. That would be silly, right? That would be silly, right? I don't... Pursuit's going to do a lot. However, if I stay in, Pursuit's still going to do a lot. And he might just try and defog. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it. Ha, he did go for Pursuit. That better not take me out. I did a lot. It's going to be really hard to switch in Meloetta now. Meloetta, I think if I saw the HP right, it's at 26%. Yeah, so Meloetta, nah, that's really tough. Whoops. So now I'm going to go for, I think I want to go for an Ice Punch, because this thing can't really do much to me. So he's just going to defog, maybe see what I lock myself into. That really sucks. Meloetta being on low health really sucks. So now I can go into... I mean, if he realizes that I'm choice, he'll go into Mewnich right now. I think I might go into Kyurem. Make a bit of an offensive switch, or I could go into Lantern. Actually, I feel like Kyurem won't take a lot of damage from this thing. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm gonna go with my gut instinct, and I'm gonna go into Kyurem. If he withdraws, he's going to go into Mewnich. I can go for the Draco, I think. Let me see. Let me double check how much something like Draco Meteor would do. Decent amount. It's gonna do at least half. That's physically offensive. I think probably should have switched into Lantern. Or I could scout by going for an Earth Power. Nope, that's not an option. Then if I go for a Draco, I have to switch out regardless. I think I'm still gonna go for the Draco, and I want to see what he wants to do. We're gonna miss. Alright, that works. Whew. Alright, that's doing too much, and I'm going to switch into Lantern now. Alright, so Mewnich has Dazzling Gleam. I need to know what moves this Mewnich has. So it does have Dazzling Gleam. I'm sure it might have Energy Ball, I just don't know if he's going to go for it right now. I'm playing pretty reckless, honestly. And we'll see if there's any sort of setup, we'll see if there's any sort of rest. Hitting the Draco would have been fantastic, but, I mean, he missed the Seed Flare. His first turn, Draco Meteor is about the same accuracy, so it makes sense. But he's going to withdraw. And he's going to go into Togekiss. How much do we do to Togekiss? Let's see. So obviously I will be showing that I am an offensive Lantern. Let's see. I want to see how much Discharge and Volt Switch and Ice Beam would do. So let me put them all in. Okay, well obviously if he's specially defensive that won't do a butt ton. Let's just say if not, I think Discharge might be our best play. I'm gonna Discharge. That's what he said, I guess. Alright, that is a good amount. So I think that does about the same amount as what he would have done. So obviously he's going to know that we're Scarfed, potentially. I think that still did max HP damage. So I think this thing is physically defensive. But I'm going to go ahead and discharge. He doesn't want to get paralyzed on anything, to be honest. But he is going to go into Registeel here, which I feel like, I mean, that does give me a switch into Conkeldurr, or I can just go into Tangela. I can also get up Stealth Rocks again with Kecleon. My switch has been Conkeldurr. I don't know if he's going to predict that or not. I think he might just try and, you know, do the things and stuff. I feel confident going in Conkeldurr one more time. I don't think he's going to switch out yet. I think he's going to try and get this Registeel unfrozen first. Oh, he did withdraw. That's stupid. I hate you. Oh, okay. Well, I have Mach Punch, so if I have the chance to take this thing out, I'll go for it. If he's just trying to bait me to do it for that so he can go back into Togekiss, then that's good for him. But I don't want to let this Shaman get off a Seed Flare on something. I don't know if he's... I feel like he's not really sacking this off, but okay, maybe he is. Alright, so Conkeldurr kills Shaman. He could have been sacking that off. Maybe he thought I wouldn't run Mach Punch because there's been multiple weeks where I haven't run Mach Punch. Or he's just trying to get the, you know, super free switch. No, he could have just sent in Togekiss. So I don't really understand that move. Unless he just wanted to lock me into a move so then he knows what to switch in, which is going to be Delphox. Alright. And now we come to this. I knew this was going to happen. And I actually don't really know the best thing to take this on. Well, Lantern's at full health, so I feel okay sending it in, knowing Delphox can't just take me out. So let's see. He's gonna go for the Psyshock. Let's see how much that does. It could do a lot. Okay. Alright, this looks to fall into the realm of Timid Life Orb. Problem is, Scald is not going to quite take him out. However, it will get him down to a range. That's really good for me. But I kind of want to keep this thing around for Manaphy. And if I Volt Switch... I don't really know what I would Volt Switch into. Let me just see. Wow. I can't even send in Meloetta. I thought this might be an opportunity for me to send in Meloetta, especially knowing that he might go for Psyshock. That or I feel like I have to Volt Switch and then we'll go from there. Let's Volt Switch and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we did withdraw, which was really good for us, because I almost went for a Scald. Okay, so we're getting some good damage. Now we could go into Conkeldurr and Ice Punch. We could go into Kecleon, set up Stealth Rocks. We could go into Tangela and set up Leech Seed. I have an idea. What else does he have? Shaman Earth Power. Okay. Don't necessarily need that at more health. See, I threaten him out with Conkeldurr. I think if I go into, alright, hold on. So if I go into Tangela, I can set up like Leech Seed. Maybe try passing some of that health on into something else. However, if he wakes up, he sets up Stealth Rocks, and then that's not a good position. I could go into. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna go into Kecleon. I'm gonna set up Stealth Rocks again, because honestly, I need that right now. If he stays in, then I switch into Tangela on the next turn. He might just switch straight into Skuntank. No, that's the Manaphy. Okay. And then I think here I think I'm gonna go into Meloetta. Reason being because I don't see how this is going to put in much more work. Did a little bit. Yeah, I don't see Meloetta putting in that much more work, so I think I might just let him take me out here. That's probably not the best thing. I really needed this Meloetta, and I think that sucked. I really should have seen the Skuntank coming. So he has Surf. Also, I should make note, Energy Ball and Surf. Okay. So now I go into Lantern. So his last move either needs to be Rest or Tail Glow. And I'm going to Volt Switch. Interesting match already. The thing is, like, Kyurem can still do a lot to the rest of his team. Like, I still have things that can do a lot to the rest of his team. I just need to get them. I'm really glad I took down the Shaman pretty early. But the Shaman, my gosh. I can't believe I played so badly with Meloetta. I hate that happened. But it is what it is. I've gotten really lucky with the Registeel freeze. I mean, Registeel is still kind of a free switch into Conkeldurr most times anyway. But it has prevented him, I'm assuming, from getting Stealth Rocks on my side of the field, which definitely would matter. It would matter a lot. So, you know, but I think it's still too early to really see, you know, to say what. But let's see. So we Volt Switch. We either do more than half of this Manaphy, or, I mean, yeah, or he withdraws. I think he might just be using Registeel. Okay, so he's going to go into Skuntank. So Lantern is going to kill Skuntank. So Lantern kills Skuntank. That's not bad. There goes his Defog. He might also have Defog on Togekiss. I don't know. Alright, so now, what scenario do we want to have happen? Let me also cross out Shaman. Let me cross out Skuntank. I took that out. So, alright, so if I send in Kyurem right now, I think he sends in Manaphy. I could send in Kecleon. He might also send in Mewnich. I send in Tangela, and he sends in Delphox. That's not okay. I think I want to go Kyurem. I mean, yes, then he brings out Mewnich, and then what? Well, then, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it, and then we'll see what he does from here. Also want to check. Let's see. I still don't really know exactly what this Mewnich is, but he's just going to go into Registeel. So now I could go for Earth Power, or I could go for Roost. If he wakes up and gets up Stealth Rocks, having a Roost up might actually be really beneficial for me. Let's see. Or custom. How much? I don't think. Alright, so Earth Power is not going to take him out in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to go with my gut instinct. He might switch out. No, he didn't. So I kind of have to hope he stays frozen. If he like woke up and went for like an Iron Head, that's an issue. Wow. I feel really bad for Schady. This is actually kind of helping me do things that I otherwise wouldn't normally do. He has to be expecting me to switch out. I think he knows this thing is scarfed. Therefore, I'm going to do a risky play. I'm actually going to switch out into Lantern, because I think he's going to double switch. And then I can Volt Switch on anything that he brings in. Wow, he's just frozen solid again. Alright, so now I'm just going to Volt Switch again. I'm getting so much freedom. He's just staying in until he unthaws, I think. I mean, I could just go into Conkeldurr to threaten this thing back out again, I suppose. I'll do that. I will do that. Yeah. This is, I'm kind of upset for him. If I win this match, this is going to play a big role into why. But yeah. So, I could go in for a knockoff and knock off any of the items that he has. Because I don't want Delphox coming in, so I could do that. If Mewnich comes in, I get good damage on it. And if Togekiss comes in, I switch into Kecleon. So, I'm going to go for the knockoff. But he's just going to stay in. And that's going to do a decent amount. There we go, he stalled out. He thawed out. And now he got up Stealth Rock, so good for him. I don't have Defog. His Defog is dead unless he has Defog on Togekiss. But yeah, so I'm just going to go for knockoff again. I predicted him to switch out, and that's going to hit the Togekiss. And this definitely isn't going to take this thing out at all. So now he goes for Roost. Oh, we had a Babiri Berry. Oh, for Scizor. Makes sense. Now I'm going to go into Kecleon. I think he's just going to Roost. Yeah, he's just going to Roost. And then I think this is the time. I think he's going to switch out, and I don't think it's going to be into Registeel. I mean, honestly, if he goes into Registeel, then he outspeeds me in Trick Room. But think we'll be okay. I'm gonna set up a Trick Room. Whoa! That's not okay. That's not okay. No nasty plot for you. That's no bueno. So now I just need to attack and try and threaten him out. So now we Ice Punch. And then... oh wait, now after a nasty plot, Flamethrower might take me out. No, he's just gonna Roost. So he's gonna stall out Trick Room. He's really playing with hacks now, though. He's really playing with hacks. I mean, if I get another freeze or a crit, we're doing literally like the same amount. Oh no. He just baton passed Nasty Plot into Manaphy. Okay. I'm going to go into Tangela because Tangela's been doing literally nothing for me this game, and I need to switch, honestly. This is a pretty scary situation, and something's going to die as a result. So if he doesn't go for the right move, I don't even know if he has Ice Beam. I don't know if he needs Ice Beam. Dazzling Gleam might be enough from a +2 mana fee to take out a Tangela. I'm actually not sure. Energy Bolt won't. Surf won't. Right now, I outspeed. I could get a big hit off with Leaf Storm, unless Trick Room is done this turn. No. I don't think so. Do I still get one more turn? Nice. I get one more turn. I'm going to Sleep Powder. If I can get this thing asleep, that's perfect. Then I can get this thing asleep and I can get off a Leaf Storm. And if he switches out, fearing a big hit, something else will get put to sleep. This is interesting. I mean, I don't feel confident about this. I haven't really felt that confident about this match at all. But I think we're managing. He's going to withdraw. And he's going to go into Togekiss. Oh, he's going to sack it off. 2 Stealth Rocks. That's Kecleon's kill. Yay! Kecleon kills Togekiss. So I guess just so we can stall out Trick Room. Let me cross out Togekiss. And then, what does he bring in? I feel like Delphox is the thing that comes in. Yep. So now he's gonna take rocks damage. I think I might just leave this in and sack it off, and then I can switch into Kecleon and get up another Trick Room, or I could go into Kyurem and get off some big hits with Earth Power, which is probably the better option. I'm gonna go for Sleep Powder just in case he starts like setting up or something. Flame Charge, that's physical. Is that actually gonna take me out? No, it's not. Okay, so can we hit the Sleep Powder? We can hit the Sleep Powder. Very interesting indeed. He probably realized how big of a threat Delphox is to my team. I'm going to go for a Leech Seed now. And, I mean, honestly, I could bring this thing... How low does it have to be to die to a Mach Punch? So, counter, Mach Punch. Level 50. It's almost at the range to die from a Mach Punch, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just go for a Sludge Bomb. No reason not to. That does a decent amount, and now he dies to a Mach Punch. We're in a pretty decent spot. We are in a pretty decent spot. Oh, I can't go for Sleep Powder in case he switches out. I'm gonna go for Elite Seed in case he switches out. He's gonna wake up and he's gonna go for Flamethrower, which is fine. Crit totally mattered. I'm just kidding. And he takes himself out to recoil. Dang it! I don't get a kill now. So now Delphox is down. I think we win. We better not choke this away. We can't choke away 2 times in a row, can we? So I go into Lantern. All he has is Manaphy and Registeel. Yeah, I think we win. I'm not really gonna celebrate this as this amazing win that we pulled out against Schady, because his Registeel was frozen for half the match. Like, you know, that was actually a big deal. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. You can't really control that, so... But let's also not get ahead of ourselves just yet. Just yet. I think, Discharge is the move to go for. I'm just, you know, just to make sure that I don't choke anything away. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I think unless he's specially defensive, I don't think he lives this. Right? Oh, he is specially defensive. I get the paralysis. Is he going for rest? Okay, he went for toxic. Oh, alright, so he doesn't have rest. That's pretty awesome. Also, this win is basically going to come down to me hitting a Draco. Alright. Lantern kills Registeel. Also want to just make a note. Delphox died to Life Orb. To Life Orb. So I don't get a kill for that. And then, as long as he doesn't have Protect, then I do a lot of damage to him here. Actually, Mach Punch might be able to take him out. Really? Paralysis again? Oh, he set up a Tail Glow. Why? Even if I didn't get the paralysis, though, I'm pretty sure Mach Punch still takes him out. Right? Right? Let me just see. Conkeldurr. Let me see. With a Mach Punch. Yeah, Mach Punch, I'm pretty sure takes him out. Oh wait, hold on, this isn't... If he's physically defensive, it might not. So, I feel like Mach Punch basically takes him out. But I think because he's paralyzed, we take him out regardless. So we're gonna send in Conkeldurr and we're gonna get the final kill here. With a Drain Punch, I think. Yeah. So Conkeldurr kills Manaphy and we win the game. Kills Manaphy. So that's... How many Pokemon did we have alive? 3? And we beat Schady. That is interesting. That's a 3-0 victory. That ties us for the highest victory we've gotten. I'm sorry, Schady. That match didn't quite go the way that I expected it would. The freeze on Registeel did matter a lot. because it allowed me to do things that I otherwise wouldn't have. The paralysis at the end I don't think mattered at all, and I don't think there was too much other hacks that played too big of a part. I mean, you were asleep for 3 turns instead of 2 with Delphox. That made it take itself out to Life Orb. So there were definitely factors that helped us win that weren't all our skill. And I will say that, you know, so I'm not going to gloat and be like, oh, I beat Schady, look how good I am. Like, that's not really what this game was. So, good game, Schady. I know you're a fantastic battler, and hopefully you have better luck for the rest of the season. Because this was not necessarily the best match for you, and I do apologize for that, but I can't really control it. So yeah, that's going to wrap up this match, and it's good that we got another win, because we're back to having a winning record, which is basically what we're going for. We also tie the same amount of wins that we had last season, so we have 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 5 more games to play. No, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4 more games to play. 4 more games to play, and if I just get 1 win, I have a better record than last season. So, we beat Schady. That's probably the toughest opponent in terms of on the table that we play. Next week we take on Ethan or Erasmus, and then Miami Rotom Heat. So that'll be an interesting match. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, and then we have other matches after that, of course. So, but thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the battle, and I will see you guys next week for future PPL stuff. So thanks for watching, and until the next time, stay Sly.